Hi everyone, welcome back to Essie Cooks. In this video, we're going to be making a humble Italian dish called pasta e fagioli. So you may have had that before, you may have not. I know there's a version at Olive Garden that's more of a soup that a lot of people know about, but this is really just a traditional humble Italian dish made with beans and pasta. It is so delicious. You can honestly make it more soupy or you can make it more thick like this. You can do variations with different beans. You can really customize it and make it however you like, but honestly, it is a hug in a bowl. It is so comforting. It just tastes like one of those nonna dishes that you just know and love and could have time and time again. So let's get into it. The first thing that we need is a just small to medium yellow onion. Everything's going to be finely diced as well for this recipe. So we also have one large rib of celery finely diced, one large carrot finely diced, and one, small to medium yellow onion finely diced in there as well. I guess you could put bigger pieces if you want, but I think it tastes better like this. And then 3 to 4 to 5, depending on how many you like, cloves of garlic minced. And then, of course, we need the fagioli, we need the beans. So I am using one 19-ounce can of white beans. And then my favorite for this dish is Romano beans. I think they go absolutely perfectly in this dish. I would highly recommend them if you can get them. But to be honest with you, you can use any beans that you like. These are just personally my two favorite in this dish. And whenever I open up a can of beans, my dog always comes running to the kitchen to get one. And so she always gets one. And then I'm going to get a large pot or a Dutch oven on medium heat. Add some olive oil, however much you like. And then I'm going to add in my chopped up onion, carrot, and celery from before. I'm going to cook that for about probably 5 to 7 minutes until everything is nice and fragrant and lightly softened. And you'll know when it's just about ready. It's going to smell absolutely amazing. And then I'm going to add in about a tablespoon of just Italian seasoning, and I'm going to add in hot chili flakes to taste. I'm just going to bloom those to make them taste even better. And there's my minced up garlic. I'm going to add that right in as well. Cook this for about another minute, stirring constantly. You don't want it to burn or stick to the bottom of the pot, so just be careful about that when you're doing that. And next, some people like to add, 1 or 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. I don't find I need it. I'm going to add in a large can of tomato sauce, 2 bay leaves. Bay leaves just give it that little something. They're really good in here. And 4 cups of vegetable broth. Now, if you wanted to make this a soup, you would need up to 8 cups of vegetable broth. So like I said, you can really change this up how you like, but I want it to come out nice and thick like I showed at the start there. So I'm putting 4 cups of veg broth. You could just use water if you want, but veg broth gives it a nice flavor, like half veg broth, half water. I'm going to add just half of the beans in. I'm going to mash up the other half. This is how I prefer, again, with this recipe. If you want to keep all the beans whole, keep them all whole. If you want to mash half of them, you can mash half of them. This is the secret ingredient. It's a Parmesan rind. So if you have that, add it. It adds so much flavor to any sort of like Italian soup, stew situation like this. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. You can add parm, you can add vegan parm at the end, you could add nutritional yeast, you can play around with this. Now, the other ingredient is the d'Italia pasta noodles. If you can't find this shape, any small shape will do, but these are just really perfect for this. So we're going to put 1 entire box in here. So this actually does make quite a bit of leftovers depending on, how much you're going to eat per serving. I think we had 3 nights out of this, so like at least 6 servings, maybe 8. It was quite a bit of pasta, which is great. I love having leftovers like this. It's also good for meal prep. Now, I want it to thicken, so I'm not putting the lid on. It's smelling so good. I just want to let all of the excess liquid out because I want it to get nice and thick. Now, you want to definitely stir this if you're making it thick like I am because it can stick to the bottom. You can see this is the halfway point. It is starting to thicken beautifully. Now, optional, you can add in some greens, so chopped kale or chopped spinach. But you don't have to. Totally up to you. I like to add some kale in here. I think it's just the right thing. Plus, I had it in the house, so obviously I'm just going to add it. And then I have my greens in, and I'm not even going to bother with a side salad now. It just makes my life so easy. I don't know about you, but if I add greens into something, I'm like, that's probably good. I don't need to make a salad on the side. So you can see now it's nice and thick. I'm going to pull out those bay leaves. I'm also going to dig around and find that Parmesan rind and pull that out as well. And you can see just how nice and thick it is here. Of course, we are going to season with salt and pepper to taste, but if you use veg broth, taste it first before you add salt. It can be a bit salty. Lots of fresh ground black pepper. Stir that all in to combine, and you can see, look at how delicious and comforting that looks. Actually, this contains a ton of protein. Between the beans, which have some protein, and actually pasta noodles have quite a bit of protein in them, surprisingly. So I think it's like over 30 grams of protein per serving or something like that. Like, there's quite a bit of protein in just this super humble, delicious pasta dish. Now I'm going to serve that up, and I'm going to add a bunch of freshly grated Parmesan Reggiano on there. Like I said, you can add vegan parm if you like. Like, so far, if you didn't add the Parmesan rind, this is a 100% vegan dish too, and it's so delicious. So if you love beans and you love pasta and you want a super just hearty, comforting, and also nutritious dish, like, try this one out. I hope you're gonna love this one. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button below.